Okay, we're back now. Ice cream, strawberry, shit cake, ice cream.
Menu, but why do demons like strawberries?
You don't know about strawberries? They're demon fruit, G. Fleming's idea of a practical joke on the world of the living. They're made of ground-up tongues.
That's disgusting.
That's not the half of it. You thought Pop Per Cherry was just a figure of speech.
Ugh. Yeah, there's a lot of pretty good, like, horror moments, but it's still obviously an action horror game.
Very important pendejo.
Something like that. Fleming gives his favorite souls special treatment. People who exited the world of the living in style.
Please. There you go.
Not all demons are damned.
Oh, everybody's damned. The VIPs are just comfortably damned. Little perks here and there.
Such as...
They get to keep their genitals.
What? I should see if this soundtrack is perfectly legally online anywhere.
I'm coming, baby!
Because like I said, this is like arguably underneath Silent Hill 2 as my favorite soundtrack from him. I'd argue some of these songs are better than Silent Hill 2 songs.
Magnifico. More demon pubes.
Let's find some darkness that gives us a clear shot at the switch.
Like, this is literally, like, as much as I... Okay, I'm gonna adjust my headset quick. As much as I don't like, fucking Christ, NAM. As much as I don't like original RE4, I do think Mikami is a great game director. Like, he made Evil Within 1, which I fucking adore, despite its issues. He also, like I said, he also started the goddamn Resident Evil series.
A hand that barks darkness. And they said this neighborhood was gentrifying.
So I do think he's a very good director. But, like, this is like a dream collaboration, having Mikami make a game with not only fucking Suda51, but also goddamn Akira Yamaoka, who makes some of my favorite video game music ever. And a... Excuse me, sorry. Right, demon pubes. Right. I forgot that's what we were doing. Please. I still don't know where to use this goddamn strawberry. I'm assuming I just missed a collectible somewhere. Feels good. Oh, I absolutely could have finished that. Anyway, take me to hell. Finish Act 2, Chapter 1. Cannibal Carnival, Act 2-2. I can't remember when... Do these vending machines sell tequila yet? They do. And then they sell the absinthe, which is the best one, obviously. Tequila 70 HP, okay. Oh, right, this is your first boss. Or I guess technically the other guy was your first boss, but this is another one. Also, it is obvious that this is a PS3/360 game from 2011 upscaled. Like, a lot of this area is very, like, this texture, the ground texture. Which, honestly, I'm fine with. I know a lot of people were pissy that it wasn't, like, more of up-res with new textures and everything, but... Anyway. I'm happy. It's exactly what I... Like, this, I can kind of understand why people would be pissy with this part. Like, that is just a PS2/360 early 360S texture. Anyway, I'll shut up.
That doesn't smell like pork, unless she stopped showering. Well, that killed my stiffy.
Garcia, is that you? You came to save me?
Angel.
Look out, G! It's a trap!
It's a tarp! Okay, as soon as this cutscene's over, I'm gonna pause it and up the volume a little bit.
What the shit?
Demons like men, Garcia. They all try to get inside the prettiest girl.
Shit! These twisted demons!
Yes, well, that's the reason I left.
Fuck this pendejo! If Mr. Man on Monster wants to play, magnifico.
I actually like this fight. Yeah, do that. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down on my headset just a wee bit. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I do remember a lot of people saying the audio mixing was a little bit rough.
Around here somewhere.
Okay, this is still reloaded. Oops. Come on! There we go. I can't remember how this fight changes on hard. I can't remember if it's like he's on the ground for less time or something like that. I can't remember exactly.
Hello? Anybody home?
Show yourself, hell monkey.
I think he's scared of you.
He should be, Jay. He should be.
I hear the fucking thing. There it is. Oh, I don't think I ever noticed the... Maybe I did. I just don't remember. Adios, George, human form. Kill the first boss. That's a spoiler, but fuck it. I was about to say, don't you get your first weapon upgrade here? So yeah, blue gems are new guns. Or upgrades to your existing ones.
Nice rock. Shove it into my face, G. Trust me, it doesn't mean we're engaged or anything.
Might be a tight fit, but okay.
Or is it not? Yeah, it is a new gun. Okay, it just doesn't have a weird... just doesn't have a cutscene. Yeah, Teether. Johnson can now transform into the Teether. The Teether is a fast machine gun able to shoot demons' teeth at a high rate of fire. While holding aim, hold the fire button and enjoy. Blue gems are very rare in the demon world and are usually possessed only by big, arrogant demons. Blue gems are said to possess enchantment powers, or enhancement power. Said enchantment twice now. Once yesterday with the COD thing and now this. Anyway, and when applied to Johnson's skull, it would be possible to obtain new weapons and or new functions.
So what exactly did that do?
Blue
It's just a
gems
weird
let me
delay.
Transform into new tools of war, new gears of me. In other words,
A new weapon. Magnifico.
you know, I bet all the VIPs are walking around with blue gems.
It's just a weird delay. Works the same. Beat Cannibal Carnival. Fuck. Act 2-3. What a wonderful world. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world.
You know I found Paula in a dumpster, right?
What? You said you met her at the supermarket.
I did. It was the bin out behind the dime a dozen.
And you just picked her up out of the rubbish and brought her home?
Why no?
Sometimes I think I hardly know you.
What was that?
I don't know, but we've got company, as in lots of.
Well, if they pull up a chair, I'd be happy to beat them with it.
Sorry, I know it's bright. But this is the best gun you have right now.
Pinche cabrón!
The man who never had his fill. It was a cold and snowy eve. Certainly no night for a man without a home to be walking these grey and endless streets. Inside the pizza parlor, George Reed spun a lively tune on his harmonica. The local children giggled and pointed excitedly at the harmonica man as their parents glowed with approval. His reward would be all the pizza he could eat, 6 pies at least, and a warm bed in one of these folks' homes. He knew they were good for it. But when he tucked in for the night, George had not had his fill. As the years and calories stacked up, most men would have got older and fatter. Yet for all he consumed, George only got thinner as he washed from town to town. Tapeworm. Tonight he plied his trade with some grannies and orderlies in a nursing home. Hoo-ah! His harmonica filled the room with joy. After devouring 3 helpings of pork chops and mashed potatoes, he eyed the plate of the old woman next to him. Juice dribbled down his chin. "Go ahead, Georgie," she said. "You're such a good boy, you shouldn't have to starve." But George had not had his fill. Early the next morning, he was already on the freeway with his thumb in the air. "Where are you headed?" said the man in the truck. "Nowhere," said George. "Anywhere." It was a new decade, and tonight George played to an all but empty bar in the city. He had lost a lot of weight. Afterwards, the only woman in the joint took the stool next to him and asked him his name. The bartender leaned over the counter. "You don't know this guy, Mary. George is famous, been all over the tri-state area." With a wink, he added, "Man's insatiable."
One sec, I gotta respond to something. I can talk quickly. These are, obviously, as you can tell, they're like intros for the boss enemies.
And that night, George proved it as he buried his face in Mary's beaver. Holy woodland creatures! Attaboy, George! Attaboy, George! "Play that harmonica," she purred. But even after 5 trips to heaven and back, he had not had his fill. The morning after was an awkward affair as they stared at each other over coffee. One wanted to feel more, the other just wanted to feel. In his final days, George was all skin and bones. I can relate, except for the skin part. His last meal had been a mistake. It was on a sidewalk one night in a small suburban town that he came across the boy. Hungrily, and with an agonized grimace, he opened his mouth to beg for help. Out came a cacophony of wheezes and toots, but the boy understood.
Wait, you mean Jorge ate his harmonica?
Once he was alone, George Reed looked at the candy bar he held in one hand and began to cry. They found George's half-eaten body in a market next town over. In one hand he held a knife, in the other a fork. Chunks of flesh had been torn from his chest and his arms. Blood framed an eerie smile. The wind that morning blew fierce, and as it whistled through the hole he'd carved out of his own neck, the harmonica man played his last song in this world. There were Gawkers, and many knew him. They shared stories of how he'd filled them with hope, filled them with life. They, at least, had had their fill. Especially Mary. The end.
I probably should have rewatched my footage to see how dim it looked. Because, like I said, this is very much an action horror game, but it is dark and dreary and has a lot of dim lighting.
That cheeky imp! He doused our goat!
Then let's put out some lights of our own.
No. No.
Would you kindly bust a cap in those mother fudges before they douse the lights?
It's good.
You know, we never finished talking about you kidnapping Paula.
I didn't kidnap her.
You hauled her out of a skip. Isn't that illegal in some states? What did she say?
Nothing. Not for weeks. I was afraid to even touch her, you know? Like she didn't belong to me. To anyone.
But something changed.
There was a phone call.
I do think that this is important to Garcia's character, so I'm gonna stand still so I don't interrupt the dialogue. By the way, I only remember like the first half of this game.
We've got company.
I like, don't really remember most of the game after a certain point. No. Also, I have no idea if Johnson saying "Would you kindly" is supposed to be a BioShock reference or not. At this point, I never know.
Okay, now what's this about a phone call?
Me and Paula were eating when the phone rang. Suddenly, she slams her fork down and says, "Don't answer it!"
Creepy.
First thing she ever said to me. I got up to take the call. Johnson, you should have seen her. She jumped out of her chair, ran to the phone, and ripped it right off the wall.
Whoa.
Then she came and put her arms around me and started crying. It was the craziest, weirdest, sexiest thing I have ever seen. I have been hers ever since.
That was a weird not shifting the camera. Okay, so yeah, I was about to say, I'm assuming 300 is the max. Teeth. What are you smiling about? Teeth. Kill.
Demons don't like teeth.
The gun laws here are very strict. Haven't you wondered why they don't shoot back? You and I are violating almost every rule in the book. Heck, I'm practically made of teeth.
expecting any phone calls?
No, siree. Maybe it's from Paula.
Or at least someone with answers.
Ayo.
Dios mío. Paula, is that you? When will this fucking torture end? Ah!
From hottie to hamburger, just like that.
1 sec. This is a fun area. I remember this area. Basically, I'll say when I forget what happens next.
Fireworks! We could use these to chase away the darkness, at least in short bursts. Just look at them. Fiery sprinkles in a great big chocolatey sky.
Johnson, shut up.
Oops. There you go.
Magnifico. Always this fucking darkness!
Fuck. Damn it. No idea why that guy didn't hit me, but I'll take it. Oh, is this Christopher? Yeah, this is where I meet Christopher.
What the shit is that?
Let's take a closer look.
Hi, Christopher.
Well, howdy-ho! Name's Christopher. Now, don't y'all be afraid. I ain't gonna bite. Trust me. You see, I'm what you call a mixture of beast and human. Oh, best of both worlds, my pappy said. But what are you doing around these parts? Ain't you immortal?
Why should I tell you? All I see is demon.
Well, shucks. You gotta look underneath the leathery exterior. Deep down, I am a sensitive and understanding listener.
Some asswipe named Fleming stole my girl and took her to his castle. I am here to take her back.
Meaning you are on a quest to kick the Prince of Evil's ass? Holy shit! Oh, I want in on some of this action. How can I help, huh? How can I?
Well, I hope that you're offering more than just enthusiasm.
I tell you what, I get pretty hungry, and I just love them white gems. You get enough of those and we can trade. With the right incentive, I might even be able to introduce you to some real product. Know what I mean?
Magnifico.
Okay, then chuck them sparklies right down the hatch. Go on, feed me! Ah!
One sec.
Howdy ho, if it ain't my bestest buddies.
I'm surprised Christopher hasn't had a visit from the GEA. You read about gem busts all the time.
Why is it so quiet?
See
But
y'all
that-
real soon.
Ugh. Let's do...
Fuck. Whoa, what's this? Sushi with a dick?
These guys may look ugly, but they're actually quite useful.
Are they friendly?
Yes, I kept one as a pet. Hit them with light, and they'll keep you safe.
Oh, you're supposed... Okay, you're supposed to shoot the barrels. Okay, never mind, I'm dumb.
A cemetery.
Really? I had no idea.
No, there is no need to get snippy. It's just this wasn't here before. Since when do demons get buried?
Since I came to town.
What the fuck does that say? Okay. I'll deal with that later. I still understand the 156 thing, but whatever.
Whoa, who did this? Mr. X?
Only a demon hunter could kill this many and not be lying dead next to them. Paula and I promised we would be buried together.
Ah, shit, I gotta do something quick. One sec. I'm gonna pause it. So, I'm gonna do this quick and then talk over this. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying watching this because I'm having a hell of a lot of fun playing it. Okay, so the 15th and the 22nd. I'm just doing my timesheet because So I was supposed to go to work today, but one of my roommates, told me at the last minute that they had to go into work later than usual. So that would mean that would have to be 3 people trying to take a shower at 6 in the morning. So I just said fuck it, and I asked my boss if I'd take another day, and he said sure, or she said sure. They're thankfully really good about letting me take time off. Oops, not that part. Save a copy. Yeah, it's 10:15 right now, so hopefully, yeah, I should have this done today, hopefully. If I don't get my ass handed to me at one specific part. Jenny, yeah. I almost said her name. That would have been bad. Right person, subject timesheet, please see attached, and apologies for being late. Thank you. Yep. Okay, we're good. Here lies Garcia Hotspur, so-called hunter demons, died wearing a purple jacket.
Any suggestions?
Aim for the head! Not that you really have a choice. Shoot the red spots! Okay. Once this... Okay, that'll be the end of part 2. Just to be safe. Yeah, like I said, I'm having fun playing this, and I know that wasn't really an interesting last, 10 minutes or so, and I apologize for that, but yeah. See you guys in the next part.
Bye-bye now.